Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. I think we're first today on the live stream, right? Yes, we're first today. Where are we?
That's something. We are here at European SharePoint Office 365 and Azure conference in Prague, Czech Republic this year. And this is the last day of a very, very, very good conference this year.
I agree. And so I'm Heather Newman, community reporter, and this is...
Hey, I'm Jugo, Chief Strategy Officer of Syskit and founder of European Collaboration Summit.
Absolutely. And Microsoft RD and MVP, yes?
Yes.
So all the things.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah. Somehow, that's awesome. So what were you doing here at the conference?
What I'm doing here in the conference, I'm having today actually, on one of the last slots, talk about enhancing SharePoint metadata with automatically enhancing your SharePoint metadata using Azure Cognitive Services.
Oh.
Basically letting Azure recognize what do you have in your SharePoint and try to make a bit of sense out of your raw data to get some metadata. It's a basic problem we have been trying to solve since 15 years in the SharePoint world, as you know very well.
Yes.
So now we have actually first-party solution for that. And whoever is interested in this kind of stuff, my session's 2 o'clock. I have no idea where my room is, but it's...
My session's at 2 o'clock
right.
too,
So we are parallel.
I know, we can't see each other's sessions. That's a bummer.
Right, plus the company that I work for, Syskit, is gold sponsor here.
Yes.
We have a very nice Merry SharePoint lounge here.
Yeah, the lounge is
entering
awesome.
here.
The Syskit lounge
so
is great.
we are, everybody who wants to have a little bit of Christmas feeling here while in Prague, welcome to Syskit booth.
Yeah, there's gingerbread cookies over there. Seriously ridiculous.
Plus, we are kind of pleasant.
Yeah, you're fine. And there's you're next to Rencore with the pretzel. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, but they're Germans.
Oh. All right, I'm not getting into that with you.
We love Rencore. We love Rencore. That's the reason why we are having booths together.
Yeah, absolutely. You're I would call you a bit of a governance guru.
Thank you very much. I'm trying my best to keep up in the space.
Aren't we all? Yeah, right? With the many changes.
Although I am coming from the development background.
Okay,
so
right.
I'm still in my soul very developer. However, trivia, still one of my most read blog posts is one which I wrote 12 years ago about using code, either C# or PowerShell, to manage SharePoint permissions automatically.
12 years ago?
It's 12 years ago, and this is still I still have like 200 clicks per day on that thing. Believe it or not, it's insane.
Okay, powerful, yeah.
Because nothing has changed in that space actually.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Okay, right.
It is part. So yeah, while I am developer and proudly so, I was always working basically on the larger customer enterprise projects in the space of how actually to make it all manageable and how to make it all sustainable.
Right. Yeah. So as far as I guess. The thing would be is if someone's thinking about governance, maybe they start with that blog post that you have,
and they should go to Syskit because we know what we are doing.
Oh, okay. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
This is
That's okay. You became a regional director this year, is that right?
Yes, this is my first year as regional director.
Okay, and what region and all that?
There is no region. This is one of the famous misconceptions. So the regional director has nothing.
I must have a misconception.
Has nothing to do with regions. It's just a very interesting naming convention from Microsoft.
Okay.
Not that we would. I'm totally shocked that Microsoft would have interesting naming conventions.
That was something that it wasn't, or that it is, or was maybe. I don't know.
This is maybe that was. In the original idea back in the 90s when the whole program has started.
Right.
But right now they just try to gather kind of a group of influential people who are representing Microsoft to outside, but also giving feedback, positive as well as negative, to the inside. It's a great program for one thing because it's a direct shortcut to all Microsoft executives.
Right. That's nice.
That's
direct conduit.
They are answering. I can answer. I have the CVPs answering my questions in distribution list for inside a 2 hours time frame.
Wow. Okay.
This is something that Microsoft commits with that program, and this is actually the internal feedback and the external representation is what Microsoft expects from the program and what we are trying to deliver as the regional directors.
Cool. Well, I learned something today. I did not know that about the regional director program, that it wasn't about the region. So that's awesome. So thank you for that. Maybe you didn't know that either.
Then again, my region will be Germany, and
Yeah,
we
right.
want it.
Right. I mean, that makes sense, obviously. So that's cool. And so, speaking of regions and all of that, you also are the managing director, I believe, for European Collaboration Summit.
Yes, I
Yeah.
am.
Will you talk a little bit about that coming up next year and maybe a little bit of the history of that? I know lots of people go to that show and know it and love it, but not everybody does.
Yes, I was actually. We had a quiet glass of wine a few weeks ago. My colleague, friend, and co-founder Tony Francola and myself, thinking, how did we come from a crazy idea back in 2011
Okay.
in
Yeah.
somewhere in a small cafe on Croatian coast
Ah.
to the conference that last year had 2,140 people.
Wow.
78 Microsoft MVPs presenting there, and officially the largest Microsoft community initiated event in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, with 2,100
Yeah.
people. However, partly became my second job in the times of time invested.
Okay.
Because we are doing it pro bono. None of us is living our.
Right.
It's not a conference that we want to earn with. It's obviously it is our community investment, it's our community commitment. But with 2,000 people, it just gets different dimensions of all the different perspectives. So it's fun. For the next year, we already have 1,300 registered attendees, and the conference is 7 months away.
Wow, yeah.
So we are
And it's
kind of
in
excited.
June. It's in June
It's
this year.
8th to 10th of June
Right.
in Wiesbaden, which is basically a suburb of Frankfurt.
Yes.
So it's a Frankfurt. Frankfurt is the second largest airport in Europe, and everybody flies to Frankfurt.
Yep.
And the venue is literally 20 minutes train ride from the.
And
from the
you've been in that venue how many years now?
This is now the second year.
Second
we were
year, right.
3 years ago. We were in the venue just across the Rhine River, in Mainz, but that's when it became too small.
Yeah. Well, right. You're growing,
so
obviously. You know,
so we
it's like,
had to change the river bank to go to the wrong river bank, but still the venue was good.
That's cool. So what's the wrong versus the right riverbank?
Because Mainz is now it's about Germany. Mainz is the capital of the Rhineland-Palatinate province, where I live at. So this is the right side, and the Wiesbaden is capital of the Hesse province,
I see.
which is obviously the wrong side.
Did you say Hesse or Heather?
Hesse.
Hesse. Okay.
Hesse,
Not Heather.
Hesse
Okay.
is one of the central provinces in Germany.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
So
yeah, I love Frankfurt. I flew through there and I ran through the airport to get to Prague. Actually.
well, running through Frankfurt Airport is all by fun. I can tell you
It
that I
was-
have been doing that more than once.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. So, so you're planning for that, and you know the cool thing, we were talking about this a little bit last night about. Not only is it a community event, and it's everybody does it for gratis. They're not getting paid, but the ticket prices are really low too.
Yes, our ticket prices we do try because even as a community events we've got costs.
Yeah.
So we need to pay that beautiful shiny venue.
Yep.
So we try to motivate everybody to register as early as possible.
Early bird special kind of stuff.
We just call it. We just have
It's
a
like tiered
tiered
kind of
price.
thing? Okay,
so
right.
basically,
Okay.
people will be getting there for 200 euros.
Yeah. Got it.
It's a 3 days conference for 200 euros.
Right.
With 140 speakers. I don't think you can get anywhere much more for the money there.
Yeah. And I wanted to flip back to because I haven't been to your conference yet, but that might change.
That's going to change.
But thank you for telling us all about that because it's got such a beautiful reputation. People seem to
Thank
love
you.
it, and obviously, more and more people are coming all the time. Hi, and
This was John White, and he was doing John Whitey stuff on the way.
yeah, you're next, actually. Yeah. But anyway, so when I was at what was that show we were just all at? Ignite.
Ignite?
And hearing all of the new Azure announcements, and I was really excited about the Azure Arc and some of that stuff that's coming out. What did anything resonate for you that you were like, ooh, that's super cool, and I like that?
Yes, because we immediately took Azure out of our conference. Almost all Azure content. No, I'm not, I did not tell you that. I actually forgot to tell you that. So we realized that the whole Azure part is so strong that it's going to be underrepresented if we just merge it to the Microsoft 365 content.
Okay.
So in September, we are starting a spin-off, a totally new project called European Cloud Summit.
You heard it her first.
You heard it here first. Where the color change from ECS Magenta to Cloud Summit Blue.
Wow.
And we already have big announcements to make regarding keynote speakers and everything. And we are working very closely with Microsoft Azure Product Group on that one,
Cool.
which is really cool. I mean, this is when you get this feeling, okay, these people in Redmond actually want you to do that, and they're doing everything to be with you on that one. And this is something which is really great.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I was blown away with the announcements of, just with that ARC.
With ARC,
part.
ARC
I
is
was like, wow,
great.
we're actually, it's open source more, and it's also just, recognizing that people have things that aren't Microsoft products, and why not be able to manage them and take care of them in one place, right?
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Will you bring into the conference Project Cortex and some of that stuff as well?
We will. I have been seeing a lot of these session submissions for Collab Summit, cryptical submissions, where I had to laugh because I was one of the, as part of the Project Cortex initial NDA group.
Right.
But now I see people changing their session descriptions, proudly including Project Cortex in the titles and the abstracts and everything. So we're fine there.
Absolutely. And so go back to your origin story for a smidge. Where did you grow up? And I know you've been in the business a long time. Like where exactly?
So
and how did you get in?
I grew up in Sarajevo, in Bosnian capital.
Okay.
So I'm native Bosnian by background, but through my personal story, my wife is German.
Yep.
We moved to Germany in 2008. So I have founded a company with few other colleagues and friends in early 2000. It was a mixed Bosnian-German company, or German-Bosnian company to be more that. So I changed inside my company in 2008, just switched from Sarajevo to Frankfurt, to the headquarters. And I sold my parts there in 2010. Since 2010, I was for a long time independent. Now I joined this beautiful crew of Syskit. Where I remember when 10 or 11 years ago, when Tony was telling me, I'm founding a company, I don't know what I'm doing. 11 years later, I'm working with him there, so,
Does he know what he's doing?
Oh, he knows what he's doing. Tony's good. Tony's one of the good guys. He knows what he's doing.
From 11 years to now, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Will you tell everybody a little bit, tell them about Syskit? Like, what exactly do you do?
So, how I tell people about Syskit is something which is, I'm not a salesperson, I'm not a marketing person.
Fair enough.
So I tell Syskit, like, we are not sexy.
Okay.
But everybody needs us. It's like, there are all those sexy, new, shiny products. SharePoint Lookbook, sexy as hell.
Right.
I think we will all agree on that one.
Yes.
Syskit everybody needs. We got famous for our SharePoint documentation toolkit, SP.skit, in the on-premises times.
Yes.
I sometimes I think that I don't know a person who is not using it. So what we are doing now, and what we had a presentation yesterday here at ESPC, was the Syskit Point, is our unified platform for managing and governing everything Microsoft 365. Including SharePoint Online, including Teams, including groups, Power Platform coming in a very soon future. We are the first one to support the managing of the private channels inside the Teams. And it's really one big all-in platform, which we hope that you need when you want to manage your tenants. We have been working for the past 12 months on it, and we are very proud on what we did. So
was that released here at the show?
We released it 2 weeks ago because our internal cycles, but we made the first big buzz here at ESPC.
I'm a big fan of that as a marketer. You kind of get things ready for and then 2 weeks before, and then you bring it to the show. You can talk about it and all that stuff.
That's it.
Press releases and all that kind of thing. That's super cool.
So we had a buzz here. We had people having champagne and everything. So it was. Thank you, ESPC, for giving us this opportunity to do this as Syskit.
Yeah, absolutely. Super good. We're doing hand signals over here of like timing and stuff, and we came up with
Shane is kind of giving us really, really bad looks. Like,
wrap it up. No, it's a good sign. It's an awesome sign. Absolutely. Yep. So what's next for you after this?
What's next for me after this is a 4 weeks break. Not only in conference way, but also privately, just to recuperate. Today now is going to be my last session of the decade. If you think
Wow,
of it.
isn't that fun?
It's crazy.
That's fun to say.
Yeah. But before we close this, I would really, really like to thank Shane, Tracy, and all of these lovely people
Yeah.
for putting ESPC together. Great work and great conference.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here's to you ending your decade with a bang and as lovely as you usually are. So I'm like, yay,
Thank you, Heather.
that's awesome.
Thank you, Heather,
so
a lot.
everybody, this guy, right? He's so great.
And her.
Addis Hugo.
Heather Newman.
Yes.
Talk
And
to you.
Yes. ESPC19.
ESPC19.
Yay.